welcome to my courses of strategic management. In the previous video, I discussed the process, the strategic. We went into details of strategic management process, and we have said that different components of the process are spread throughout the different stages of the process, right? So these components, now we will discuss these components and we will try to enlist the tools that we can use, that we can handle to achieve this our objective of this phase. Okay, so we start with initial assessment. The components of initial assessment are vision statement and mission statement. The tools are about creating and using the vision and mission statements. Actually, this we can do it in a workshop. However, here I will just talk theoretically about it. So we said that starting point of the process is the vision, is the initial assessment, and this initial assessment embraces the vision and mission statement, also called the strategic process, the strategic statement, sorry. So business vision answers the questions what we want to become, what we want to be in the future, and where we want to go. And without this direction, managers will be confused and they will not understand what is required from them, and this confusion can lead to a chaos, to a disaster for the organization, right? So the vision is the ultimate goal for the firm and the direction for its employees, right? In addition, mission describes, of course, the company's business. It informs organization stakeholders about what we are actually doing in terms, of course, of product, of customers, of markets, of values, of concern for public image, of employees, of the organization, what is the philosophy of the company. So thorough analysis of mission statements can help as a guidance for managers in making appropriate daily decision and operative and operational decisions, right? For the initial assessment tools is just about what are the components in each, what are the elements to include in the vision. For example, for the vision includes the values and include the performance. So it's kind of vision is between the beast and the beauty, the performance as the beast, and the values are the beauty. Okay, the values in terms of reputation, especially. Okay, situation analysis. Now the components of situation analysis are about the components are environment diagnosis. Environments, we have to diagnose the environments internally and externally, so, and also the competitors, the industry. The tools we can use, especially best as macroeconomic, macro environment, as macro level. Okay, so at the macro level, we can use a best for political, economic, social, technological, etc. Of course, we can use different variants of this model, such as a step lead, a step led, etc. To add like demography, we can, for example, use a best, but the other variant is a step to start with the social as a positive approach, etc. Okay, so anyway, we can use best. Also, we can use SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Of course, we can use the competencies. We can use the critical success factor, also called profile matrix, competitive profile matrix, CPM. So critical success factor. We can use, of course, the industry analysis, and for this, the tool of a Porter 5 forces is a very important, very relevant, right? We can use external factor evaluation, the EFE evaluation, external and internal IFE. So we can use EFE and IFE. We can use so those matrices. We can use the benchmarking. We can use financial ratios. We can use the scenarios forecasting, we can use market segmentations, we can use value chain analysis, we can use value, it means valuable, rare, inimitable, organized or free, non-substitutable, etc. So those are the tools that we enlisted here, the tools of this phase at this stage that we can use at this stage of situation analysis. For strategy formulation now, the components are objectives, business level, we have also corporate level, and we have the global strategy selection. The tools that we can use is the scenario planning, we can use a space matrix, we can use Boston Consulting Group, BCG matrix, we can use also the 9-box matrix, also called McKinsey matrix, also called the directional policy matrix. We can use as well the Porter's generic strategies, we can use the Bowman's clock strategy, we can use Porter's diamond, and we can use the game theory of Nash equilibrium and game theory. We can use also the QSP matrix. Okay, so then we have the strategy implementation. For the strategy implementation, now the implementation is about, we said, enacting the strategy. For strategy implementation, the components are annual objectives, policies, procedures, resources allocation, change management, organizational charts, the structures, the performance, the linked performance reward, etc. The tools that we can use are policies, motivation, resistance management, leadership, stakeholders impact analysis, change in organizational structures, and performance managers, right? And then, of course, still only one step. This step is about evaluation. We can use, of course, we can use as well the process. We can use in strategy. The components of strategy are internal and external. Review, measuring companies' performance. The tools can be strategy evaluation framework, balanced scorecard, benchmarking, etc. Thank you for your listening.